Hello everybody, welcome to Koine Greek. This is the first of many lessons. And just before we get started, I would just ask that you would please push the subscribe button and the like button so that perhaps more people out there would be able to watch these videos and in watching these learn Greek. And it's not just about Greek, but it's about getting into the Word of God, looking at it in depthly, be able to do exegesis, and ultimately be edified by the word. So yeah, please like and subscribe. And with that, we will get into our first lesson. Okay, so what we got here is the Greek alphabet, lowercase letters. And I'm just going to go through it and obviously working with the reconstructed Koine pronunciation. So starting, we have alpha, pronounce a, very similar to the English a, alpha. Next, Veta. It's like a kind of like a V, makes a V sound. So A, V, gamma, G, A, V, G. Next we have a delta, D, A, V, G, D. Next epsilon, E, makes an E sound. A, V, G, D, E. Zeta, Z, A, V, G, D, E, Z. Zeta. Next we have an eta. Oops. Okay. Eta. So makes an A sound. A, V, G, D, E, Z, A. Next a theta. Th. TH sound. Th. A, V, G, D, E, Z, A, th. Next is an iota. Makes an E sound, as in the English, two E's coming together. E. A, V, G, D, E, Z, A, th, E. Next is a kappa. Makes a K sound. Very similar, obviously, to the English K. K. A, V, G, D, E, Z, A, th, iota, kappa. E, or sorry, E, K. Next is a lambda. Makes an L sound. L. A, V, G, D, E, Z, A, th, E, K, L. Next is a mu. Makes an like an English M. So A, V, G, D, E, Z, A, th, E, K, L, M. Next is nu. Nu, like an N. N. I know it looks like a V, but it's not. It makes a N sound. So A, V, G, D, E, Z, A, th, E, K, L, M, N. Mu, nu, M, N. Next is an xi. It's similar to the X, English X, as in fox or something. So xi. So starting from the top, B, G, D, E, Z, A, th, E, K, L, M, N, X. However you would pronounce X on its own sound. Yeah, xi. Next is omicron. O. Makes an O sound. So A, V, G, D, E, z, a, th, e, k, l, m, n, x, o. Next is p. Looks like a pi, as in 3.14 for math. Makes a p sound similar to an English p. P. So a, v, g, d, e, z, a, th, e, k, l, m, n, x, o, p. Now keep in mind, I am not saying the names of the letters throughout because more than anything I want to hammer the phonetic, the sound that it actually makes, because when we read, we don't think in terms of what the name of the letter is, we think of the sound that it makes. So that's why I'm stressing the sounds to learn, which is more important in my opinion than just the name of the letter. Next we have a row. This is similar to an English R, row. So it think of drawing an R but completing the circle. Might be one way to remember what this is. So row, or it's like a paddle, row your boat. Starting from the top, a, v, g, d, e, z, a, th, e, k, l, n, x, o, p, r. Next is a sigma. This is similar to the English S. Now this is only one of the forms. This is actually the form of the sigma when it shows up on as the last letter in a word. If it's in the middle or if it's in the beginning, then it's a different form. So this is, so s as in snake. A, v, g, d, e, z, a, th, e, k, l, m, n, x, o, p, r, s. Next is a tav. So again, similar to the English T. So it makes a t sound, as in tall or tree. Starting at the top. A, v, g, d, e, z, a, th, e, k, l, n, x, o, p, r, s, t. Next we have an upsilon. It makes an u sound. So it's not quite like the English u, which would make kind of an sound. This makes an u sound. Kind of like e, w, w, u, kind of like that. So yeah, it makes an u sound. Upsilon. Starting with the alpha. A, v, g, d, e, z, a, th, e, k, l, m, n, x, o, p, r, s, t, u. Next, this is called a phi. It makes like an F sound or a PH sound. F as in fox. So yeah, this is a phi. A, v, g, d, e, z, a, th, e, k, l, m, n, x, o, p, r, s, t, u, f. Next we have a chi. So this, actually we're going to focus, like it probably would have been more or less pronounced like a chi, as in like the word to greet someone in Greek would be charata, but we're going to really pronounce it like kind of like a K, because that phonetic is difficult for most English speakers. So I'm fine if you just go with the k sound instead of a h sound. I'll kind of do both, and I'll accept both. So yeah, h or k. So starting at the top, a, v, d, g, e, z, a, th, I, k, l, m, n, xi, o, p, r, s, t, u, f, h, or k. Next we have a psi. Now this, one way to remember this is it kind of looks like the trident of Poseidon, the Greek god Poseidon. It looks like this trident. That's how I remembered it many years ago anyway. So it makes a ps sound. So it's kind of like a PS coming together. PS, yeah, ps sound. Starting at the top. A, v, g, d, e, z, a, th, I, k, l, m, n, xi, o, p, r, s, t, u, f, chi, or chi, psi. And lastly, we have the omega. Now in reconstructed Koine, the omega makes the exact same sound as the omicron. The phonetic is the same. It's just O, omega, O. Starting at the top. A, v, g, d, e, z, a, th, I, k, l, m, n, xi, o, p, r, s, t, u, f, chi, or k, psi, o.